Bitcoin is going lower with proof. So I've been talking about this on the channel for the past couple of days. I said that there was a specific pattern I haven't seen since the top, and that was basically the daily low formation, a new high, and then a new low. That's the exact same pattern played out up here in October. Now, why do I believe that we are going lower is because this pattern will most likely play out. The only question is, as we discussed yesterday, whether it's going to play out from the 4-hour order block, which seems to be happening. I'm going to give you the proof. The proof is in the pudding, but I'm going to give you my view on why it is actually happening from here, or why it possibly could go a little bit up higher at 79,300, and why I believe that the top is in at 82,800. That's what we're going to talk about. If you don't know who I am, my name is 𝗕𝗲𝗂. I do these updates every single day. Basically, what I do is share with you what I do with my own money and how do I leverage the market for my advantage. Join 40,000, I don't see it here, but it's 40,000 something subscribers, and turn the bell notifications on. The reason why I dropped this update is because I actually asked in the community, and 307 of you said within like the past 10 minutes that you want this update. So I thought I'm going to jump in here, even though it's a bit similar to yesterday's. If you're not in the community, join in. It's free. I share my thoughts here. And yeah, so let's go. Couple of things to note here. One is, as I've been saying, if you have not watched these are designed that you have to come back every day. If you haven't watched yesterday's, I think it makes a lot of sense. So you can just check it out here after watching this. We're going to also include it in the end screen. But that gives you a little bit of more context on why I'm saying all that I'm saying. But the basic idea here that there is a daily pattern that's happening, and that daily pattern basically have a low wick below here after having a close above. That basically confirms that I do believe this is the beginning for a sub 60 correction. Bitcoin going to sub 60,000. Now, the question really was that I couldn't really predict. I'm not a fortune teller. Is this going to happen from the 4-hour order block, or it is going to happen from somewhere higher? So whether it comes back onto the 50% level up here at like 78,900, 79,000, is it going to happen from any of these levels, right? So in this area, which is we call premium. So basically, I get a confirmation, which for me, it's like a 70% confirmation that it is going to reject from the 4-hour order block, which is happening. Now, we did have a 15-minute rejection. I actually got stopped on this I got stopped by 0.12%, which is, yeah, it's a bit annoying, but whatever. But I did have this scalp, and then I have obviously I have the short position open that I gave you in the community, and I told you here with the 74,800 entry. That, and then I also have the one that is a little bit higher, but then all the other accounts that I'm running. By the way, I wanted to tell you this. We do have a campaign running with Bitfunded. If you don't know what they are a prop firm. You sign up using our link in the description. It's going to be on top of the description. And by signing up, you qualify for a $5,000 free giveaway account. So they are going to give 55,000 accounts. If you pass the challenge, you can take 80% of the profit that you make. But there was a link in the description explaining all this. I think it lasts till Monday. So check that out. If you just sign up again, or sign up if you haven't already, and then you can participate in this. It will be dropped if you are going to be the winner. But ultimately, I do have these several accounts that I'm running. So I do have these 3 accounts. The first 2 is much more of a conservative account, and the last one is more of a degen. But this one is down about 1.4% on this trade. You don't really see it, but this is 1.4% down on this trade. I do believe it will come to us sooner or later. So I believe the reason why we have that one is because there was a 15-minute market structure shift right here, and then it got basically vigged out with this liquidity on 1.2 million sell yesterday. Most likely that related to this manipulation somehow. It was basically like it shouldn't have happened, but it did anyway. Got stopped on the scalp, but the 4-hour is not violated and immediately reversed, going lower. But not only do we have a 15-minute market structure shift off of a 4-hour supply zone, but also we have an hourly. This is basically the proof that I've been talking about. We also have an hourly close below there, which means that from the 4-hour order block that was able to create a new low coming not only on the daily, but also creating a new 4-hour low. That level now is rejecting after a retrace into there and has a 1-hour close below. Now, a lot of people could argue that, yeah, 𝗕𝗲𝗂, but I mean, you know, you can just look at this 4-hour OB. Well, this 4-hour order block is not valid because this didn't break above the previous 4-hour. Therefore, this is not a relevant order block, okay? It simply isn't. So I'm not counting on anything. I actually posted in the community yesterday, and I said that the hourly market structure shift happened 74,000 next, and I do believe that is happening. So I do believe the next up is about 74,000, which is about 3% dump from here, 2% 2% done from there. And then once we get there, what could potentially happen is that there is a market structure shift, and then we target the 50% at 79, and then we're done. This could happen. We will see. I will update you in the community when I see what's happening, but it's very important that you watch these updates, because sometimes I'm just more and more focusing on we're building a bunch of new stuff. So I might not update you. So join in the Telegram if I have the opportunity. I will. Otherwise, what I just explained makes sense. TLDR, two options that I'm looking at. One, about 30% probability, actually three. One, there's a 30% probability that we start pushing here and go up to the 79,000. It is a possibility. I think it's, you know, it's very, very small, but there is a possibility. Two, we do come a little bit higher, reject from here somewhere, and then create a new low at 74,000. And then from there, bounce, go up to the 50 and then go down. And then number three is that we just don't have the bounce to the 50%. We just start going down into the 4-hour structure, and then we just follow, you know, the market as it goes. I think the biggest probability is that we're going to come down to the 74, and then obviously from there just go lower. But again, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. This is why you have to come back every day and just watch the updates, because that's how we design them. Check out Bitfunding. There is a link in the description to this giveaway. I mean, it's basically a no-brainer. Just use our link, sign up, and as you sign up, next Monday, the team is going to drop 50 accounts to 50 different people who signed up. So if you're the one, well, then it's going to be amazing. Should we do like a lucky giveaway? I think we should do a lucky giveaway. I think we're going to put 50,000, actually 50,000 accounts in there as well among the signups. So link in the description. I'll see you tomorrow. Subscribe, turn the bell notifications on, join in the community. Check out this video. And I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.